Hey, Shalom Akim. First I say call Allah Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone, rule well through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Alright, scout throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching, living the word, sincerity, and truth. Also, Shalom to the peaceful multitude, the 1/3, the women, men, and children that shall believe on this word as well. This is Brother Yarala from GMS Dallas, back with another lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. And just want to go through a quick lesson tonight concerning these other nations, man. Okay, these heathen nations, which who the Heavenly Father's not dealing with. Okay, who will in latter times, when the kingdom of heaven is established, your other nations will be in servitude and slavery amongst up under the nation of Israel. Okay, which the true nation of Israel is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because there's a doctrine going around according to Christianity that the Lord died for everyone, okay, that he loves everyone, and anyone can come into this truth and come into the knowledge and love of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which we know his name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. Okay, anyone can be forgiven, anyone can receive salvation. Okay, the scriptures are for everyone, which that's not true. Okay, the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, his name is Yahweh. All right, he has a chosen people, man. And we're going to continue to push that and wake our people up. And he's only dealing with the nation of Israel, okay, from the beginning of the scriptures to the end of the scriptures, man. From Genesis to Revelation, he only had a chosen people that he dealt with, man. It started off with Adam, and that line was to the sons of God, which on down until it got to the time of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which Jacob's name was later changed to Israel, okay. And that's what Israel means. Yahshua, he is a prince of the power, or a son of God, man. Okay? The Heavenly Father is only dealing with their particular nation. He has everything. He has a chosen flower. All right? He has a chosen people. All right? So, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day, and the scriptures prove that, man. You other nations don't matter. The Heavenly Father is racist, and the other nations are proven to be worthless in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, man. And so we're going to get a few scriptures on that, and then I'm not going to make this too long, although it was edifying for Akim, but we're going to just kind of go through it. So we're going to start off with 2nd Ezra chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 53, because everyone says that we all came from Adam, and that the Lord loves everyone. But hey, like we said, according to the correct doctrine, when you have a correct understanding, all right, you see, and the Most High opens that up to you, you can see that it's not true. Okay, well, we do all come from Adam, but he's only dealing with a certain line, a certain group of people. All right, 2nd Ezra 6:53. Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things, and after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. All right, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All right, so and they are correct. We all come from Adam, okay? Because at the time of Noah, there was a flood to where only 8 souls were saved, and after that, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, were used to repopulate the earth. Okay, so we all do come from Adam because Noah came from that line. So that is true, but it says, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So the Lord has a chosen people, man. And we're going to continue to tell you, and we're going to continue to push this and let you people know, man. Make our foreheads hard against your foreheads, Specifically you Christians, okay? With your wayward doctrine all over the place, with your many denominations and backwards teachings, okay? But the Lord has a chosen people, man. Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, talking about the nation of Israel, okay? As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, okay? As the other people that came from Adam, man, which is what? The other nations, man. You Chinese, you Japanese, you so-called Africans, because we're not Africans, okay? You Edomites, you so-called white people, okay? All you other different heathen nations, man, you're like unto spittle in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, And when someone spits, they're not worried about that saliva, or they may have some phlegm If they're sick, mucus, or spitting a loogie, they're not worried about that when it hits the ground, trying to pick that back up and put that back in their body. That's something that you discard, man. You nations are discarded in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Okay? He only has a chosen people that he's dealing with, that he put his name on, and that he's actually defending, man. He's waking his people back up. Okay? Bringing them back to their first estate, their glory. Talking about the elect. He's waking his people up, man, because he's fulfilling the promise that he made unto the fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? And that seed is who the promises are given to, man. Not every nation. But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay, so they're just a drop. If you carry a bucket of water, it may be full, but if it's spilled all over the place, you're not really worried about those drops that fall out, because you still have a full bucket, man. That's your other nations, man. In this movie, you're nothing but extras. The main players are Jacob and Esau. Okay, Jacob is Israel, who is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau, the so-called white people, Europeans. Okay, and then the rest of your nation are just extras in the movie, man. Verse 57, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and devour us. And so Ezra is complaining right now because he understands this, man. That, hey, we went off. The Most High put us in captivity under the heathen, but he knows that they're nothing, man. But they're over us. So Ezra was complaining, man. When you read, specifically in the book of 2nd Ezra was complaining because we was in captivity and losing, man. And he knows that he understood that the glory that the nation of Israel had from the Heavenly Father. So that's why he's making this prayer. He's inquiring of the angel. But now we understand why, though. We went off, but hey, but the elect is through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the elect is repenting and coming back, man. And we're coming back to our first estate, and we see that the reign that the heathen has over us is coming to an end, But that's why the heathen's trying to latch on to that, because they have the power right now over us because we went off, So they're trying to control the narrative and trying to take hold of our blessing, man, trying to partake in this. But hey, you can't build with us, man. Just like in the time of Nehemiah, you other heathens, man, you can't build. You can't be a part of this club. You can't be a part of the building of this house, man. You're going to use you to build up the kingdom in that day. The scripture said we shall seek of men of continual employment. Okay, after the Third World War, the nuclear war that's coming. Okay, that's going to be your task, is to build up the kingdom and declare out all those dead bodies, man. That's the building that you heathen are going to do, man. You're going to bring the first fruits of your goods to the nation of Israel. That's why the scripture say, Jerusalem, our gates shall not be closed neither day nor night. Okay, we're gonna have the best of everything on the planet Earth, man. And that's gonna be your contribution in building up in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 58. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, okay, in the spirit world, man. It was said in the spirit, man. That's why scripture said the elder shall serve the younger. That was set up in the spirit world, okay, before either of them were born, man. Real quick, let's go to Romans 9. Romans chapter 9. We started, the whole chapter is good, but we'll just start at the point. Verse 9. I asked him start at verse 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are accounted for the seed. And we're the children of promise, man. The nation of Israel, all right, is the children of the promise that was given. For this is the word of promise, at this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So it's according to election, man. Okay, Israel was elected, man, before them having done any good or evil. Okay, before Jacob and Esau did anything before they were born, man. It was already Israel was chosen from the foundation of earth to receive that promise, man, to be that seed that holy seed that was separated from the rest of the world, man. Okay? And it's not of works, but of him that calleth. And who is the him? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Is the one that calleth. He sets this thing up, man. Okay? It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. This is a prophecy, man. Okay? The elder was Esau, the younger was Jacob, man. Okay? Now, so that was set up in the spirit world as a prophecy that was gonna come forth and happen and take place. As is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All right, so that's the point, man. Okay, they were all chosen from the beginning, from the foundation of the earth. All right, so let's go back to second Esdras. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn. So with that firstborn, man, it was according to election. Okay, according to prophecy, Israel was going to be their firstborn. The only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. The only begotten, man. Okay, because Yahushua is the only begotten son, but Yahushua is of the nation of Israel, man. All right, so that was his lot, his dwelling, because Yahushua is wisdom, because he comes in the volume of the book. He's the word. He's the word of the Most High, incarnated, and his dwelling was going to be for Israel. Let's pull that real quick. Let's go to Sirach 24. Alright, Sirach 24:3. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne is in a cloudy pillar. I alone compassed the circuit of heaven and walked in the bottom of the deep. In the waves of the sea and in all the earth and in every people and nation, I got a possession. And it's talking about wisdom, but Yahushua is wisdom incarnate, man. Like I said, with all these I saw rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide. So the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel, man. So that's who the Heavenly Father is dealing with, man. You know, the wisdom, okay, the things that he's revealed, he's revealed that unto his nation, man. And then his only begotten son, Yahushua, his lot was in Jacob, man, out of the tribe of Judah, you know, according to prophecy. He created me from the beginning, before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. All right, so that's who he's dealing with, man. That's who he's imparted the wisdom unto. That's who he's dealing with on a high level, man. And the things, and he's showing his power through is Israel. All right. So let's go back to second Esdras. That's why you read Amos 3. He says, loosely paraphrasing, he dealt with the nation of Israel. That's why he's going to punish us for all our iniquities. Okay? Because he said he had not so dealt with any other nation, you know? This is back in 2nd Esdras chapter 6. Verse 58 again. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, the only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So the world was made for our sakes, man. You know, it was all created for the nation of Israel at the end of the day. But real quick, let's go to Isaiah. Actually, to prove that, to back that up, and then we'll go to Isaiah 40. We'll go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Alright, so Israel's a chosen people, man. That hasn't changed, man. Even in the New Testament, how you New Testament Christians like to say that salvation is open up to everybody, man. No, man, the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel. Okay, and we've proven this time and time again, and we're going to continue to prove it. We're going to continue to push it, man. You know, read that again. For thou art an holy people. Holy means separate. Okay, the Lord has favorites, man. That's racism. He's dealing with only one nation, man. The Lord is racist, man. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people, the only begotten. Okay, to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Because we're special and separated. Why? Because he gave us a law, statutes, commandments. Okay, the things that are pleasing unto him, he made them known unto the nation of Israel. All right, because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, had the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Okay, because he kept that oath, man. And he said, and he gave an oath unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that we were going to rule in the last days, man. That they were going to receive that promise, and so and that's why we're being woken up in this new Egypt, man. According to Revelation 11:8, the spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which is America, we're about to be delivered from the modern day Pharaoh, which is Esau, man. When you read Romans 9th chapter where I was previously, when you read down, it goes into it's talking about Esau. It's talking about how it equates talking about Esau to the Pharaoh being raised up to show for the Heavenly Father to show his power, man. That's the only reason why Esau is ruling today. It's for Yahweh Hashem to show his power and deliver his people, man, with a mighty work. And that's what he's doing right now, okay? He's making good on the oath that he made unto our fathers, man, to a reason to fulfill it. And we're never gonna relinquish the kingdom ever again. All right, it's Deuteronomy 29 and 16. For you know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, and how we came. Actually, it's like it. Yeah, it should be 29 and 16. Bear with me, Baba Kashak, you know. Looking at my sword real quick. Oh, it's like it 26 and 19. Alright, so Deuteronomy 26 and 19. And to make thee, actually verse 18. And Yahweh Bashim Shah hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments. Okay, we're his peculiar people, man. You know? And to make thee high above all nations which he hath made. We're supposed to be high above all nations. When you read in the 4th chapter of Deuteronomy, it says we were given the law, statutes, commandments, okay, to be set above the nations, man, for them to look to us for the way. But right now, because we went off, we're looking to them for a way, and we're following after gods of wood and stone, man. But the elect, like I said, the elect is waking up and coming out of that because of prophecy. In praise and in name and in honor. Okay, I had to read that again. And to make thee high above all nations which he hath made, in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy power, as he hath spoken. So I'm going to get one more in Deuteronomy. And, I can't know where I'm going. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, we separated the sons of Adam, so he separated, man. As the word again, there is separation. If everyone's supposed to come together and receive salvation, the Tower of Babel would have been left intact, man. He wouldn't have confounded the languages, okay? But he separated the sons of Adam. So he said, and we read in 2 Ezra 6 chapter, it qualifies that. It backs it up. He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh's people, Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. And again, that has not changed, man. And it's not going to change. Let's get Malachi real quick. Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Okay? So the Lord doesn't change. Therefore, we're not consumed, man. We're still the lot of his inheritance. We still have that promise it's given unto us, man. And we read Hebrews 13 chapter, says Yahweh shall the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he was there from the beginning, man. So Yahweh Shah is on the same program as the Heavenly Father. Alright? So we're going to end off on Isaiah the 40th chapter to back up You nations being worthless, man, which is the point. Isaiah 40:15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Okay? That's the same thing written in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, man. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So the nations, man, are you know the nations, you ultimately don't matter at the end of the day, man. You know, it's all about Israel, and you cannot be a part of this club, man. Especially you Edomites, man. You're in your kingdom right now. You know, you're not after this. You're not going to be able to sit at the table of morality, because we've seen how you rule the kingdom. You know, you have completely destroyed the planet Earth under your rulership, man. And so now the Most High is having to where the rightful rulers are coming back into their stead. You know. So hey, with that, Lord Williams edifying for Akion, just want to kind of go through that, and you know it's good to go through these the milk topics, you know, to stay refreshed, you know, and to continue to strengthen that foundation, because you know we have a younger Akion coming in all the time. There's going to be an influx of new believers in that 11th hour, man. So, you know, so Lord Williams edifying. Once I call Allah, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.